Why is it so hot? Whew, that hurt. It's hot down here. It was hot in the Bahamas too. Hey, oh my gosh. What's going on, Ashes? The Ashes. I was just coming on to see what was up with y'all, see if you needed anything. I need a fan. I got a fan on me and everything. I'm still burning up. That make me nervous. Can you hear me? Yeah, you can hear me. The moon is full. Yeah. That's right. I'm expecting something great to come through. You got anything planned for the full moon? What is it? It's going to be a full moon, and I looked it up the other day. Oh, it's a super moon, full moon now in Aries. Oh wow. Let's pull some energy on that and see what's up. Full moon in Aries. Let's see here. I don't know why I can't get any views or emotion on my channel. I think people hate it when you just tell the truth and we don't have nothing to hide. You know, as above, so below. As within, so without. Great Mother of the East, West, South, and North, please protect us all and allow us to see what we need to see now. We just want the truth. I missed y'all. I was sharing, try to get people to see your page. I don't know if it'll help, honey. I think they got me shadow banned or something. They're doing something because I could get a whole bunch of views on something and not one reaction, not one like, nothing. It's like I really don't exist. Like I'm talking to, I don't know, the darkness. But that's the way it's been all my life, you know, whatever. I'm just me. Can't be anybody else. So we have a full moon in Aries Supermoon, it says. So let's check it out and see what we got. I'm going to pull some of these astrology cards. Okay. For the general collective. We have a planetary retrograde, asteroid Lilith. According to ancient Jewish mythology, Lilith was Adam's first wife before Eve. These are thoughts and feelings and not actual people, right? Lilith eventually chooses exile because she is unwilling to be subservient to her husband. I get that. Same way, me and Lilith have something in common. Represented it as a sexually free female demon of the night, she is often disparaged in traditional text. Asteroid Lilith represents sexual liberation, standing up to power, and feminine rage. Okay. I'm sure that's what's going on with my channel. People don't like the fact that I'm just free. I don't want to be controlled. I don't have to be controlled. I'm a free person. We have Uranus and Earth, okay, dealing with the supermoon. Earth energy. My camera's off here. Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Okay, vibes are patient and practical with a huge capacity for love. That'd be me. So, my two boys, I have two sons, and one's a Virgo and one's a Capricorn. My girls are fire and water and air. Okay. So, for the planetary retrograde, so moving backwards or something appears to be going backwards, they say Hagar was Lilith and she was protected. Really? I'm gonna look. I'm gonna study that. I'm gonna check that out. Um, so planetary retrograde occurs when a planet appears to move backward from the vantage point of where you're seeing it. It's a great time to take a break from the fast-paced nature of your day-to-day life, reassess things, set intentions. In your birth chart, the retrograde planets can indicate the ability to see matters from a psychic perspective. Now, you know if you're psychic or not. All right. Yeah, some people do pretend, or maybe they don't trust their own instincts, or maybe they just don't want to tell the truth about what they see. I don't know. But even looking backwards, or like they say, hindsight is 2020 when you reflect on a situation or an energy, you just release everything and relax and just let things flow through you. Then you're able to figure some stuff out or see some things you maybe didn't see before. In the Jewish stories, check out Tracy Twyman's books. She gets in depth about it. Okay. We also have with the asteroid Lilith, that's feminine rage, and then Uranus sometimes is called the Great Awakener. It does bring the drama. I did a reading yesterday about someone being full of drama, or even just the energy. It could represent the energy, something being very dramatic. Um, I think Uranus is also like a major transformation. It is associated with unexpected change, innovation, discovery, liberation, and structural transformation. You should have these kind of things in your mind as your intentions, even if you don't know exactly what to focus on or what to visualize so that you're able to manifest. But I feel like these are good words. Change, okay, something you may not expect, something you could have been working hard, working for a while to change, something new, innovation, inventing something new, discovering your freedom, or even realizing that you are truly a free individual. Okay, because if you feel like you're trapped or locked in on something or that you're under someone's control, you probably should take a good look at it, because it's a good chance that it's just an illusion, just like the retrograde. And then, of course, structural transformation, even in the system, in the worldwide energy. Um, there's a big change happening that cannot be denied. Okay, we see that manifesting right now. And this Uranus energy causes a lot of upheaval. So we're talking about this supermoon personally, politically, systematically, and generationally. Uranus likes to stir the pot. Okay, I do too sometimes because people are just kind of. I feel like everyone's like stuck in this idea of what life should be, or they're stuck in this patriarchal idea of what women should be doing, what men think they're doing. I just feel like everybody's a little cuckoo, but I understand because I've been a little cuckoo myself. Okay, ashes to ashes, so on point. It's time to let go of other opinions in the bondage that bond. You're right. I mean, oh boy, when I was on my little vacation here, I got time to really see and think about how much I would do things in the past to either keep from being attacked or make someone feel like trying to make other people happy, and it just didn't work. And no matter what you do, because they never see it for you. And people who claim to want me to do certain things for them and make them feel a certain way cannot do. They have no sympathy for me, no empathy for me, could never cry a tear for me, never understood anything I was talking about on purpose. So I can't relate to that, and I'm never going to let anyone who cannot walk in their own energy attach to me any longer, because like anybody, if you're on a high vibration or you're trying to ascend or you're focusing on making yourself a better person, and then the people around you that don't want to do that same thing and don't want to listen to any suggestions you have or take any positivity from what they're seeing you do, there's no reason to connect with these people, because it does truly keep you trapped and it does drain your own energy. Okay. Liking to stir the pot with this Uranus energy. So expect the unexpected with this planet. And you, who are highly intuitive, high priestess, high priest energy, y'all know that. So Uranus can also add a quirky, trailblazing, freedom-loving vibe to our charts. Uranus changes zodiac signs approximately every 7 years. I'm not sure where it is right now. Let me see. Position. I hope I spell that right. I've become a worse speller since I've gotten older. I really. So if you see something misspelled on a post or something, it ain't my fault. Okay, right now it is. Oh wow, this is interesting. As of early October 2027, Uranus is located in the constellation Taurus, appearing as a faint greenish disk visible with a telescope and sometimes binoculars. I need to get me a pair of those, or I need to get a telescope. I don't think they're that expensive. Um, Under dark sky conditions, the planet is currently in a retrograde motion. Check it out. Uranus is in retrograde. We have planetary retrograde right here, appearing to move backward in the sky. So we could be going back in time on some situations. It's heading toward and is heading towards its upcoming opposition. Yeah, on November 21st, 2025, when it will be its brightest and closest to Earth. Okay, and let's pick up on the and what about this full supermoon in Aries? Supermoon in Aries 2025. Let's see what they say. So it really hasn't even peaked right now. It's going to peak at 11:48 tonight, Eastern Standard Time, Eastern Daylight Time. This powerful supermoon will appear larger and brighter, creating an intense. Let's be careful too when we see that word intense emotional energy, because you may have to protect yourself. Okay. Um, I can feel the buildup of energy, especially since I'm still not getting any sort of, or it appears that I'm not getting any sort of action on my channel here. But because I equate this to how people are relating to me. Um, but also in real life. Okay, so be careful with that energy. Don't fall to victim to any sort of emotional overloads or intensity. This powerful super moon will appear larger and brighter, which is creating an intense emotional atmosphere and highlighting the Aries themes of action, impulsivity, and the pursuit of goals. Also, Aries and Scorpio are ruled by Mars, which is like either confrontation or some sort of opposition. Okay. It's considered a time for courageous action, releasing what no longer serves you and asserting your authentic self. Please continue to do that. Do not be afraid to stand up for yourself, especially when you know you deserve some respect. Okay. Um, it amazes me when I try to go into the mind of a narcissist and what they think about other people, and then the fact that they lack empathy and really they can say whatever they can freely speak when they're speaking negatively about you, an empath. Um, they have no problem expressing that, and it's all lies. It's all some sort of fantasy in their mind. But to tell the truth and actually connect and I guess try to have some sort of empathy, they can't do it. They get frustrated. That's fire energy. Aries and Scorpio, they get very frustrated and very projecting. Okay. Because I'm gonna tell you, if somebody lays their hands on me again, they won't be alive. They won't be breathing anymore. So y'all may have to send me some put some money on my books or something because I'm taking them out of here. Understand? Okay. I won't be subject to being abused anymore. Refuse to do it. Assert your authentic self, who you really are. Don't worry about what anybody else has to say about it, whether they like it or not. Ultimately, you will be satisfied. I believe it's if you are being your authentic self, you're going to get everything you want and everything you deserve. Um, so the super moon is the moon at its closest point to Earth, making it appear larger, brighter, and more emotionally resonant. So shine your light, shine your independence. We have the asteroid Lilith energy, which is also a fire energy. They're usually associated with the Queen of Wands, I believe. Okay, Queen of Wands is typically single, confident, reflective, innovator, um, all that. Okay, and not being ruled by anyone. Um, I guess it's also the harvest moon. It's the closest full moon to the autumn equinox, symbolizing abundance and transformation. That's what we want. Very abundant. Okay. Oh, I learned something for you guys. If you have this energy of money consciousness, where is it? Make sure you tap into that. Okay. Um, have a burning desire is also fire energy. A burning desire has devious ways of transmuting itself into its physical equivalent. So if you desire something, you have a very burning desire to reach a goal or to make something manifest for yourself. Yeah, work on that. Um, what I did is write down my financial goals because that's the main thing that's the thing that has to come together for me right now to for me to be completely physically liberated. Mentally I am, spiritually, emotionally I am, but of course, probably like a lot of Americans or people around the world, the finances, right? And it's just something that I want. It's something that I'm desiring. There's a reason for it. Um, Make sure you write that down. Write down your burning desire, whether it be financial goals, educational, something you tangibly want that you've been working on and you want to get that. You got to reinvent things or have some sort of innovation, be a practical dreamer. Okay. That earth energy, being practical. Don't be fearful because it will stop you from growing and developing you and it will keep you stuck, just much like the reading I did the other day. Um, and make a plan. Write it down, make a plan, set a goal, set a timeline, and just each day focus on that. Okay. Write it down and then read those notes every day. Read your goal every day. And we'll see what happens. So the full supermoon is described as a doozy and a wake-up call. It's the Uranus energy, the great awakening. I stand on truth, y'all. I walk in truth. I want nothing but the truth, whether it hurts me or not. I wanted the truth when I found out, you know, when I really realized what people were doing to me. So let me see what you got here, Ashes to Ashes. Thank you so much. Maybe everything is coming to a head and breaking into a new beginning. I believe that. I do. I love money and money loves me. Money manifests thyself here and now in rich abundance. Oh, thank you for that. I like that. I'm a child of the universe. I'm a child of fortune. Everyone and everything prospers me now. I prosper everyone and everything now. That's right. That's right. Somebody got it. That's what's up. And then when you're around energies or you have energies that support you like that, that are in alignment with your goals, yeah, it works. And it just gets the steam. It just makes it stronger and stronger and stronger. So it is a spiritual battle. We're in spiritual war. All right. Um, no doubt. Everybody on the planet. We may all have different situations, but it's all the same energy, breaking free and breaking through. So they got the astrological meaning here. The full supermoon, of course, is described as a doozy and a wake up call. And it's a potent opportunity to initiate action, embrace Aries' drive to start new projects or take decisive steps towards your goal. Embrace authenticity, be your true self, and release the need to be liked by others. It's not that I want to be liked, it's that I want them dollars to hit. I'm sure it'll be here soon. So, um, yeah, I don't think I've ever been. Ah, I really don't. I guess you have a natural desire to be liked and accepted by your parents, your family, your children, people that you really care about. You want them to care about you too. So, but if you're being yourself and they still don't like you, you got to let that go. Be your true self and release the need to be liked by others and let go of the past, using the fiery energy to burn away what no longer benefits you and move forward. Address imbalances, recognize the imbalances. This is a time for that, especially as we're journaling and taking inventory of everything. The energy may bring to the surface hidden truths or some imbalances in your life, especially in relationships. And we have channel intensity. So you might experience heightened emotions. Don't let it get you off course, though. And a desire to act impulsively. Yeah, I just was about to ready to go off on somebody. Child. Because I can't carry a relationship by myself. I have to have whoever's supposed to be there. This other human body is supposed to be reciprocating, right? But it don't happen. So I'm not interested. So you might experience heightened emotions and a desire to act impulsively. So it's important to channel this energy constructively rather than letting it lead to drama. Drama came up in the last reading I did also. So we're on point with that. Okay. So my Lilith placement says, I'm like a dark fairy. And I have a picture as a child of me wearing a gothic Tinkerbell skirt. The energy don't. That's true. You must be a very creative person. Yeah, darkness isn't bad. Um, the light comes from darkness. It comes from the times that we're alone. Um, the light, of course, is masculine, which enters the darkness, the womb, okay, and chaos, things are going on in there. Boom, you produce a child, right? Or something else. If you're not having children, then you're producing new ideas, new ways of manifesting your income or your project, your business, whatever it is you enjoy doing or whatever your dream is. Okay. Yeah. Let me get some of this right here. This is the book I'll be getting. These are some great oracles that I read for y'all. The celestial frequencies, plus it helps with the healing and using like stones and the natural essences, things of the earth to heal our energies. We want to heal our souls so that when we do leave this body, we're satisfied and we can help from the other realm. Okay. If you want to come back here, I guess that's your choice, but you don't have to because you'll have learned your lessons and healed your soul, which is the whole point of returning over and over again and still trying to get it right. Other people won't learn these things and these energies overtake them without awareness. Yeah, that's been so much trauma, and I have sat back and watched. Yeah, right. So we're at this point now where we are observers and we're seeing what other people are going through, which we have already been through this ascension process. We've been raptured. Once you come to this realization of how things are played out in this theater that we call Earth and life, you become an observer, and you pretty much, I mean, you can't be too emotional about it because people got to go through their thing, right? You can have empathy and sympathy and compassion for them, but you don't. You just keep that within yourself if they don't receive it, because sometimes it makes people worse when you show them compassion when they feel like they don't deserve it. But we who have already been ascended or have already been raptured, let's say that we've been raptured already. Um, we know how much strength it takes to keep living every day and working it out day by day. Sometimes I don't understand how people are even, I don't know. I guess the narcissistic energy is very hard to die down. Maybe because it's had so much, encouragement these past decades, these past centuries, but that time has passed. It's time for us to, for the compassion and the lightness to rule. Um, William Blake said the crow never lost so much time until he looked at what the crow was doing. So I focus on knowing self to understand others also better. Yeah, that's empathy. That's sympathy. That's putting yourself in someone else's shoes. That's a good thing to be able to do. But, you know, if you've learned and gained something from that energy, you know how to just watch and just make it work for you. And then you'll just be there. We'll be there when they decide to wake up or be aware. Inner apocalypse. Yes. And it's supposed to be that way. That's what the Bible's actually teaching us. It's only about one person, and that one person is you and your God. Your feelings, your thoughts, your ideas, all that, your actions, all that. It's about you. Even the Bible teaches, don't be relying so much on outer energies. Just make sure you're settled in yours first, and then you can take care of the rest. So we do have disclosure talking about the Atlantean libraries. I thought about this a lot while I was on the Atlantic Ocean, perusing the Bahamas, the Grand, was it Turks and Caicos? Um, Thinking about all that water and what's under there. Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing to see God's, the Creator's work. Okay, we flew, we drove, and we rode on the seas. And it's amazing when you see this, when you think about the spiritual aspects of all of that and how great this land is. I'm talking about the whole world, not just America. And we have infinite energy here, and infinity minds, Arcturius. Okay, so we're beginning some messages here of enlightenment and innovation, Aries energy. Okay, so let me briefly go over these right here. 14, 36, and 33 are the numbers I pulled if you want to use those. I think we have another Powerball drawing. Um, I like playing the Powerball. You just never know. I don't really gamble though, so that's about as much as I can afford. $2 to $4. Mommy, why? Yeah, of course. And then being on the islands, and that's American history. And then when you look at those lands and where they are and who's who and who's where, you start to understand the story or his story, his story. So we have disclosure. We have infinity and we have enlightenment, mastery. Um, so there could be an inner calling for spiritual knowledge. Even if you know and you're aware, there's still always something calling you spiritually to know something, right? It's time to embark upon an important quest for truth, wisdom, and connectivity with other like minded souls, resonant souls, okay? Um, there could be a yearning that you're feeling to get more close to these soul family, your soul family, soul star family, even the earthly families, okay? Being pulled toward exploring sacred truths about the mysteries of the earth, the universe, and beyond. It's so massive. And you never start learning, you never stop learning. Because sometimes you forget things, or sometimes other things become more important, or they kind of overtake the energy, and you got to be reminded of what you already know. But it's good. It's good. It's good. Get ready for more. Always be in this energy of receiving, being receptive, and that is water energy too, Mama Water. So, um, if you're sitting on the sidelines, it's time to rise up and step forward, especially in this Aries super full moon. Engage. All fire here. Your answer is yes. You got to travel down the rabbit hole, and we may not like what we find out, but it's the truth. Okay. More than likely, the truth is going to upset and cause disturbances and separations and all that. I believe the scriptures also speak about that. So you are going in the right direction, all of you who are feeling this or resonating with it. You could feel stagnant or stuck as if you've spiritually plateaued, but you just got to try a new path. That means it's time to take a new leap of faith and to dive into something that you know absolutely nothing about. Okay, it could be anything though. Although you may not know the final destination, being brave to explore is worth taking that journey. You got to be ready to receive, to learn, and definitely to upgrade. Um, we probably won't ever get to the energy of being. We started 33 minutes ago. We got 33 here. We won't get to the energy of feeling like we made it until maybe we've crossed over, hopefully. I feel like if you stay curious and ready to move and explore, that makes your life longer. Okay. I feel like it. If you want to stay here on this earth, some people don't want to be here. I want to stay as long as possible. I got things to do. I feel like I'm just getting started with my life, my real life. We are all being supported by high vibing energies here. Of the Arcturus infinity mind, these unique spheres and neuronal circuitry of healing transmit waves of infinitude. I feel like this is an inward thing here. It is also on the outside as far as the creator and the universe is concerned here. And of course, your ancestors. This does expand our central nervous system, and it builds new neural pathways to promote unlimited thinking. It makes you smart, makes you intelligent. There's nothing wrong with that. Um, People can be intelligent and not compassionate, and they just use their intellect to hurt people or to try to fool people or play some game here. So be careful. All right. We're all basically on the same level, even if you have ascended. That's why, the compassion is so important here. Um, I don't want to be dumb. I get sick of the stupidness sometimes. Just, I don't know if people are playing dumb or they just so stuck that they do not want to wake up and see the truth, but it's so beautiful. Just being, I don't know, being too comfortable is not good. So by infusing your energy with luminous light codes, you receive greater clarity. This is this great awakening. Uranus energy, a sense of well-being, and a lot of positivity does flood into your mental fields. That's what we want to see. We want to see that. It's time to focus and to notice if you've been inundated with thoughts that are coated with resistance, with lack or limitation. Be careful being around folks who have a lack mindset, whether they're projecting it onto you or they've internalized it, and then their life is just lackluster. They feel limited. They talk about limitations. They focus on limitations, and some people want you to be down in the gutter with them. So don't do that. It's not a good place. It's not healthy at all. It doesn't do anything but just make you die faster. Release the confines of your mind with a dose of the boundless nature of the true mind of infinite silence. My daughter told my granddaughter to sit pretty instead of running her mouth and, being all up in everything. It's best just to sit pretty and think about it. And if you're moved to move or take action, then you'll do so in the right way so that you don't get yourself caught up or cause any more harm to someone else who may be really going through some things here. Sometimes it just takes time. There's no sometimes about it. It does. It takes time. It takes silence, and then it takes action. So your attention needs to be focused on expanding and having a clear mind and thinking clearly. Take your time, sit pretty, sit handsome. Okay. Look to old thought patterns that are keeping you from generating something new or some sort of creative solution. Okay. Because if you know you've done something over and over again, it never worked, it didn't work out right, you got to analyze it and figure out what went wrong. Okay. Or what you could have done differently. It may not be wrong. It might have just been something you needed to do differently. Maybe you needed to stop a little bit, take some time. You know how it goes, y'all. We're talking about ascension mastery here with the number 33, being guided with love by the ascended masters. Jesus, whoever it is you look to as far as a teacher, your own ancestors, any sort of energies from the past, even your own bloodline, people that are still alive. We all have those people that we look to who can teach some sort of positivity or who are displaying some sort of ascension. Okay. So you're being guided by that energy, whether directly, indirectly, as your consciousness is upgrading to higher frequencies. Now, love, wisdom, and magnetization, that's the sun energy, magnetization. This is a powerful time to receive healing dispensations of all levels, healing light codes, getting the information, doing your studies, whatever interests you, just study it. Study yourself, definitely your bloodline, your generations, your situations, everything. You need to take that all into account because it has an effect on you one way or another. Healing light codes. Those are healing light codes. They're being dispersed into your energy so that you can cleanse away old patterns of negativity. How do you do that? By filling yourself with positive thinking. Don't be delusional about stuff, but be practical. Be a practical dreamer. This helps cleanse away old patterns of negativity and does create new energy templates that are filled with positivity and love. Of course, your descendants will be able to tap into that, okay? And that's a gift that you can leave that no one can touch, okay? Um, but first, review all belief systems of scarcity and limitation and transmute these into confidence and empowerment, okay? That's the alchemy, that's the magician, it's still fire energy. Learn to harness the divine wisdom that is already within you. If y'all claim to be a child of God, I don't care who you are, what religion you attach yourself to. If you claim to be a child of God, that means that you're taking in the divine wisdom and using it for yourself that's already in you. Focus on mastery of your emotions and your environment. That's being innovative and magnetizing the positive environment around you. Everybody has a different degrees of that and what they see as positive. So there's no judgments. Whatever's making you happy and comfortable and satisfied in a positive way, and you're still growing, that's you. Okay. You can magnetize anything into your life, including abundance, finances, food, shelter, confidence, whatever it is you need. You can focus on mastery of your emotions and your environment, and you can magnetize anything into your life. Just remember the power of creation that you carry within your soul. It's remembering, it's accepting the truth. Just like people accept lies about themselves, you can accept the truth about yourself and the world and everyone else. Okay. Let's see. Realignment for mastery is practice ascension mastery. Um, see your future or visualize abundance, however it feels, or whatever it is you want as far as abundance or what do you consider to be abundant. Of course, tapping into the ancient mystery school trainings, okay, ascended master connections, gold and platinum metallics, a monoatomic gold, the colors of gold and green, frankincense and myrrh essential oils, evening primrose and Tacoma flower essences. And essences, okay, crystals of citrine, golden quartz, and green tourmaline. Crystal healing, color therapy are the easiest things to put around you or to be around and to help you guide your focus. But, you really do have to make an effort. And you can't expect anybody else to, do the work for you. It doesn't work that way. When people say only God can judge me, so they feel like they can just treat people any way they want. But you are the God that judges you, and your conscience will judge you. That's it. Your conscience will judge you. So keep your conscience clear. Keep your emotions, balanced. Don't cut them off or don't not feel, but just don't project all that negativity out to anyone else. Just keep it to yourself until you can walk in positivity. Stay alone, stay silent, sit pretty. Okay. So if anybody had yes or no questions as you came in here or you're listening to this reading, I got 3 no's. Okay. Something with this retrograde or disclosure could be dealing with Sagittarius. Um, it says no, there's some sort of last minute change or something's too late. Could be falling behind schedule. This could be something mundane or benign or something like that, or it could be something very spiritual or just some particular situation. Something may be stuck in the past here, or something may appear to be going backwards. Also, it says no to something being immature, or something or someone being hungry. This infinity, this could also be dealing with spiritual knowledge and ascension here. It could involve this Lilith energy of feminine rage or standing up to this infinite mind. Something's new, immature. It could be an early pregnancy or early idea that hasn't manifested yet. Mayats, judgment, balance. Um, you got to weigh your own heart. Right. Light as a feather. Oh, thank you so much. Ashes to ashes. Thank you so much for your support and your confidence in me. Okay. You are beautiful and wonderful yourself. All right. So we also have some unfinished business, some loose ends, and something may be feeling restless, the enlightenment. But sometimes, usually when these things are happening, this is something major taking place. This is manifestation, magnetizing. It often comes like something feeling not right, or you could be feeling restless about something. This is your spirit energy trying to attach or trying to get some sort of, somewhere to land. Uh, I know before I fully awoke, was fully awakened here, I always felt like I wasn't doing something right. Um, like something wasn't quite, like something was off, but I can't put my finger on it. But that's just your ascension. That's just um, your soul wanting to be healed or to move on to something else, try something new, feel something out. So we got to continue to walk in that positivity. And we are in this healing matrix. Please take advantage of this super full moon energy. You might want to do your own rituals or just meditate on the energy. And we'll close out here with number 25. And it's innovation. The healing embrace of Andromeda greets you with a high frequency dose of love to remind your consciousness that you are the healing that you seek. I just want everybody to understand that. Transformation and regeneration exists within mere thoughts and initiation. It's your thoughts. That's your atom. The first atom, your thought, and initiation. So, and I see initiation as Lilith. So if you engage in focusing your positive intentions inward, you will discover your own healing matrix, which will clear confusion and doubt. Whether your situation is of a spiritual, a mental, emotional, or a physical nature, it doesn't matter. If you tune into the song, the tones of your own soul, and the power within you, you can transform anything. There is no limitation. That's an imagination. That's an illusion. Believe in yourself and your abilities to shift the energy surrounding you and all who enter your healing matrix. You have healing abilities that await your discovery, and you are now ready for this awakening to commence. So, what you are about to embark upon requires courage, yes, indeed, but the rewards will be profound and fulfilling, and you will enlighten, and this will enlighten you to new heights of confidence, inner power, and peace. Peace, peace, peace. Absolutely. All right. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much, Ashes to Ashes, for your beautiful energy. And I guess I will see y'all later. Stay best and grounded. Bye.